Well, preparations so far are progressing very good. We settled in quite quickly in the environment, in the hotel and the training environment in Abidjan. Still 1 day to go until the match. And so far we are progressing. We're getting more and more confident. We analyze the opponent. We analyze our own training sessions, our own data, our impressions, and what I expect from the players to give their best tomorrow. We can be confident. We are so far everything is on track. Absolutely. I mean, these players are not available. They were regular starters. Also, Kamabillard is missing, who was a regular starter. So we're missing 3 regular starters. But we started to increase the competition in the squad over the whole year. And we already showed that when players were missing in different positions, we could cope with it. And we will adapt also the strategy around the game and the selection of the players around was it a stake? I mean, for Benin, it's also a very important game. It's for them maybe the most important match so far in their history. They have 2 home matches, and if they win, then they're 1 leg away or 1 step away from the World Cup qualification. So they will take this match very, very seriously. And Benin is a very stubborn team and very disciplined. Normally doesn't get a lot of goals, don't score so much, but they don't get a lot of goals. So it's going to be a very tough encounter. And the selection will be also around that, what we can expect, how the game will evolve. Yeah? But we will have a good team tomorrow on the pitch, don't worry. Yes, we have 3, for me, brand new faces who were the first time in the camp. That's Tibonge, that's Prosper, and that's Tando. They are for the first time with the team when I'm in charge. They're responding very well. They follow instructions very good. They understand. I can see they have a good game understanding. Of course, there are 23 players now in camp. Marcel comes then in directly to Johannesburg. It is clear, it also normally takes a bit time to have something like a blind understanding between the players, as they didn't play in the clubs together, or they don't play in the clubs together. But so far it looks really promising that they showed really quality. Let's see what the game will bring. But they showed good football level and skills. We can be really happy. I'm happy that they are here in the camp. It increases the competition. It increases the pool of players we have. We wanted that, and it's getting more and more tight in the team. Yeah, look, no player gets a gift tomorrow. The approach is that we want to fill the best possible squad for this game, depending on the strategy, on the tactical approach, on the opponent, on our own previous performances, and so on and so on. There's many things we will consider, and so nobody will get a gift. Those who are on the pitch, they must perform. They showed that they get the trust to perform, and for me as a coach, actually, it's good because every game is serious. There's really something at stake. There's basically 6 matches with the game tomorrow until the AFCON, maybe 7, who knows, but roughly around that. And players have opportunity to show that they can be in the squad. We increased the pool of players. I can tell you now, every player is very good who's at the camp, and we have some very good players missing, and some others who are not even, who still were now for this camp considered, but who are also equally good. And we have a strong, stiff competition, and it will get tougher and tougher towards the AFCON. So every player needs to use every possible chance to showcase in training, in a match, if he plays, if he comes in, that he's ready for these challenges. It's nice challenges. It's a little bit pity tomorrow that the game is in the big stadium without many spectators, as Ivory Coast plays almost 2 hours after us in another stadium. So it might be a little bit from a mentality, a little bit COVID game again. And we as staff, as coaches, but also the players, they want atmosphere, football atmosphere. We must mentally prepare us also for that COVID-like atmosphere in the stadium, and look that we can ourselves push ourselves. We must have the broader picture. World Cup qualification, yes, but also the AFCON. So there's nothing we can be. There's no room for any complacency. No? There's not so many opportunities until December. Every game, every player, every minute training must be seen serious. Well, there's a lot of things to consider who plays, but what I can tell you, it's getting, for me and for the whole coaching staff, because we are discussing everything and every possibility, it's getting tougher and tougher. I can really admit that every player can be on the pitch from his skill, from his skill point of view, from his quality point of view, and it's getting really tougher and tougher for us to select the players, the starting element. But we must. Football is not anymore about 10 players. It's about way more. You can substitute nowadays 5 players who can bring a positive impact on the game, which is actually their job, depending on their position. And it's tough. I can tell you, really, it's tough. Not easy. And the players who are not selected for the starting 11, and even if they might not come in the game, because I can only substitute 5, I wish I could field all 23 players. It's not possible in football. But those who are maybe not throw the towel, always be ready at any moment, at any second, be ready, and when the chance comes, grab it with both hands and show what is in them. We can be happy with the squad which is here. We have a very strong squad here. Definitely, I'm very happy with all the players.